Hello, friends. A hot take that I have that a lot of people will disagree and a lot of people will probably be triggered by. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being cocky. Absolutely nothing wrong with utmost confidence knowing that you're the man or you're the woman, that you're him or her, that you can do absolutely anything that you put your mind into. I don't think there's anything wrong with that as long as you can actually back your word out. See, this idea came to me when I was in an internship. So I'm in an internship right now in college, and just in a random setting, one of the workers there told us not to be cocky or not to be confident, to be humble. And, I get it. I get why it's important to have humility and understand that you don't know anything and understand that you want to learn from people. But I don't think it's mutually exclusive. I don't think that because you want to learn doesn't means that you have to like lower yourself in your standards. It doesn't mean that because you want to grow as a person, it means that you don't have things that you can already offer. You can't do the things that you say you would do. I think that's a misconception with people is they think that just because you're cocky, you think you don't want to learn. No, I'm cocky as hell, but I also want to learn. I'm always willing to learn. I'm always asking things from people who I know more than me. I'm always curious at things. But again, that doesn't change the fact that I know I'm capable of doing certain things. I know I'm capable of teaching things to people two steps behind me, right? I know I've achieved some things in business, in fitness, and in relationships that I can share the wisdom that I have to other people. So I don't think there's anything wrong with being cocky. In fact, I think they're complementary. Being willing to learn is a complement to being cocky, and being cocky is a complement to being willing to learn. Because if you're cocky that you can do things, you have no choice but to humble yourself and become a fool, come at the bottom of the hierarchy and learn certain things. You need to have that certain mentality of risking things, of going in head first, of not dipping your toe and just diving right into things and figuring it out through the process, right? And that requires you to be cocky. That requires you to think that I can do absolutely anything. I also believe that it's better to be cocky than to be humble because I always believe that it's easier to pull people back than to push them forward. Let's say you're in a setting where you have to present something or you have to talk to someone, and there's someone shy and there's someone extroverted. For me, it's easier to tell the extroverted person to stop talking too much than it is to push the shy person to talk, right? Based on my experience, it's way easier to like just pull someone back than to push someone forward. And so, if you're cocky, you will just be humbled. And that's fine. It's fantastic to be humbled because you get to learn something rather than you're just thinking of humility, humility, humility. If you're not trying anything, you're not being cocky enough. You never experience life. You never get to experience risk. You never get to win at anything. You're just sitting by the sidelines waiting for the opportunities to come. And sure, that works sometimes, but for me, I want to take risks, man. I want to live life. I want to dive right in. So yeah, be cocky, live life, take risks, and let yourself be humbled, and then learn from it. That's what I think. That's why I think that you should be cocky. So yeah, that's podcast. Hope it helps. Subscribe, like this video if it helps. Cheers.